You are looking at a pile of #1 issues that I brought out. I have a short box full of #1 issues that I kept for the past 20 plus years or so, and it's kind of fun to pull them out to take a look at them. And for sure, there are a lot of duplicates of junk. I can't believe I have 4 issues of John Carter #1. As if I can get rich off them from the movie. I enjoy the movie, by the way. It's too bad that it didn't do well enough to get a sequel. It's a shame. But as you can see, I have plenty of drag junks, things that are nice, high grades, probably 9.6 or 9.8, all of them, but most people don't really care about them, but I have them. Just take a look. I have 3 Micronauts #1, even a G.I. Joe #1. I remember buying that after Rack when it came out. I think I bought #1 and 2 and decided that's enough for me. Let's see what else. Hopefully, eventually, I can sell all of them and put them in hands of people that want them. I certainly don't need so many duplicates, like as you can see, and this is just part of them. I still have a short box full of them. One of these days I will go through them and grade them and hopefully sell them to people that need #1 issues of these or want to collect #1 issues. I did take a few out of bags to show. One other thing I noticed when I flip through these books is the quality of the paper that were used for the book, and for sure I think Marvel used the best paper during the late 60s and early 70s. To be even more specific, I think it is between 1968 and 1971, especially the 15th center. I think if you have a lot of raw Marvels in your collection, from 12 cents to 30 cents, pull out the 12 cents, the 15 cents, the 20, the 25, the 30, 35 cents, and look through them. You'll be surprised at the big difference you will see between the 15 center and the rest. Like this Ringo Kid #1 is a beautiful book. I have a tiny corner crease there, most likely around 9.2. Have a printer crease production there, but it's quite nice. It's the book is just gorgeous. It feels heavier in my hand than the other typical bronze book. This would be considered early bronze. Let's see, it was a reprint done back in, let's see, what year is this? I think it's 1970. 1969, as you can see right there, 1969. And the PQ here is simply beautiful. I mean, this book is literally 40 plus years. So this is shocking to see something this nice, this white, that's been around for 40 years. I think people tend to discount bronze as something that was as recent as a few years ago, but you're talking 40 years. It's remarkable. If you compare the cover stock, the feel of the paper of the cover, for sure it's much heavier, thicker than even the 20 center. I even pull out a 20 cents book to compare, and I can tell you for sure it feels much heavier, thicker. compared to the 20 center, and for sure if you're comparing with, you know, the later bronze book that was 30 cents or 35 cents, it's night and day. There is no way you cannot feel the differences between the cheap thin paper that was used for the later bronze book. As you can see here, I got a Battlestar Galactica, another one. I have probably half a dozen of that issues, and even a Human Fly. My God, who collect that stuff? But it's junk, but I like it. I'd like to have at least one number one of everything, so why not? I kept it. And then here you have Nova. I have a couple of the Nova also, but I think this one is the nicest one, most well centered. Definitely a keeper for my collection. I think I have at least one or two more that is not as nice as far as centering, but probably just as good as far as structure. You know, most likely 9.6 range, definitely not 9.8. There's I think there's one or two. There you go. You can see it right there. That's the most visible spine tick. So we'll keep that book from 9.8. And then Ram. It was one and done for me. There's no other reason to buy it. I'm sure other people like it. It lasts a couple years, but for me, I bought it purely just to have a number one, and that was it. I'm gonna hang on to this until they do a movie in 10 years. Crazy things has happened. Who knows? Someday Marvel will run out of ideas and shelf the third installment of Guardians of the Galaxy and put out Ram, the Space Knight. But it's a pretty decent copy also, probably a 9.6. Just one or two little nicked, enough to keep it away from getting a 9.8. But as you can see, I got a lot of junk, a lot of stuff that most people don't really care about, for sure, and most of them are not that expensive to buy, and I'm happy to have it. And just for comparison's sake, this Human Fly is a typical blinding white PQ that I have in my collection. I sold about 98% of these books, so they're mostly gone except for the number ones. But take a look at that compared to the Ringo. It's surprisingly similar, you know. So you're talking about a book that is done in 1970, 69, 70, and one that was printed in 77, so 7 years later. As you can see, both are blinding white with white cover, no browning, tanning. Great looking book. You know, this is one of the big advantages of having raw book. You know, I don't need to buy 9.8 for my collection for sure, but you know, having these 9.2, 9.4s book that look like this, you can feel it, touch it, flip through it. It's a lot of fun. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully the next video will be something a lot more interesting than number one bronze junks. Bye.